we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. A few more moments here with you. Vince McMahon is going to try to talk to a very, obviously,
Bret Hart.
disconsolate Bret Hart.
You've got to be terribly frustrated. Extremely frustrated over what has just happened.
Whoa!
Frustrated isn't the word for it. This is.
Oh, we apologize,
You
ladies and
screw
gentlemen.
me. Everybody screws me, and nobody does a thing about it. Nobody in the building cares. Nobody in the dressing room cares. So much injustice around here. I've had it up to here.
We apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody knows it. I know it. Everybody knows it. I should be the World Wrestling Federation champion.
Get him out of the ring.
Everybody just keeps turning a blind eye. You keep turning a blind eye to it. I got that Gorilla Monsoon. He turns a blind eye to it. Everybody in that dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Cut him off.
If you don't like it, tough.
Well, obviously, we
Conspiracy my ass, Brett. All you want to do anytime you go in the ring is cry like a baby. I tried to go out there and help you, and you threw it all away because you're a loser. It could have been you and me for the championship at WrestleMania, but you blew the whole damn thing because you're a loser. At WrestleMania,
You know why they call you Stone Cold? Because your stones are so cold. Your stones, you won't come out here and step in the ring with me yourself. You always got to jump me from behind. You got the guts to come out here. Come on. Everybody knows whether it's Psycho Sid.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize.
If you think for 1 second that that belt belongs to you, you are wrong. That is my belt. You know it. I know it. And everybody in this building knows it.
Bret Hart, ladies and
Come
gentlemen.
on.
This is completely out of control, McMahon.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, this is not going to be a. This is going to be a fight here.
Bret Hart.
Bret snapped. He's lost it. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute.
Oh, wait a minute.
Vince has just picked up.
Bret Hart, ladies and gentlemen, has gone berserk and. Oh, no, no!
What? Bret Hart from the Undertaker. Bret Hart knows the Undertaker. There's Austin.
Austin! Bring in Bret Hart!
Some will see challenging the Undertaker. Bret Hart is waiting on WrestleMania. They're getting it on now.
Sid and the Undertaker hammering it out on the inside, just as they will at WrestleMania. But then it will be for the WWF Championship. And look what Stone Cold Steve Austin is doing to Bret Hart.
He's hammered Bret Hart's head right into that steel retaining wall out
And
there.
Bret Hart has snapped. Bret Hart thought for sure he would be the WWF champion. And if there's no conspiracy, Bret Hart, ladies and gentlemen, talking about a conspiracy, there is no conspiracy. There is no conspiracy at all, only in his head. And it's unfortunate that a man as great as Bret Hart has resorted to this. This is not what we've talked about. This is not the legacy of Bret Hart. Not this. Not this brawling. Not this whining.
You're right. He snapped, McMahon. He's lost it. Get him out of here. Drag him out.
Just him. Hall of Famer Pat Patterson. That dirty rock son of a. That dirty.
Can you imagine the intensity at WrestleMania? Sunday pay-per-view is unbelievable. It's going to be unbelievable.
Bret Hart is trying to choke the life out of Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is nuts. Talk about choking the life out of somebody.
Who's going to be the WWF champion? And who's going to submit this Sunday at WrestleMania? If there's anything left. If there's anything left for these four men.
And we're trying to stay with this, ladies and gentlemen. We're asking USA to try and stay with this.
Somebody get out here and get them apart. Hell, it's going to take the state police in New York to separate these men.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Steve Austin and Bret Hart
Shawn Michaels! Oh, Shawn Michaels!
Don't do it! Don't do it! No, don't do it! Michaels is hurt! Shawn Michaels has no business! No business coming down here! He's hurt!
Look at that! The body's laying all over the place. It looks like a crash scene, a car wreck. What's going to be left for WrestleMania Sunday?
Bret Hart, if he gets a shot, he's going to go straight for Shawn Michaels. Michaels, stay away.
And introducing the special guest referee for this contest, Mankind.
Earlier tonight, King, Mankind defeated The Rock via disqualification because of a mistake made by an overzealous Paul White. Mankind won the chance to be the special guest referee in this match. Hey, I was here. I saw it. You know, this Sunday night on pay-per-view, if Mankind defeats The Big Show, he's going to be the special guest referee in the main event, Austin Rock at WrestleMania.
Did you just say if Mankind beats The Big Show, whatever you're on, you better cut the dose.
So The Big Show, Paul White, set to take on Austin. Mankind's the special guest referee. And the owner of the World Wrestling Federation is
Can we get a chair over here? Let me get Mr. McMahon a chair. Maybe he'll sit down and grace us with his presence.
Well, does he want a front row seat or not?
And making his way to the ring from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So King, The Rock has now joined us for color commentary. This is the biggest match in the history of Raw. Stone Cold Paul White. Folks, we ain't going nowhere. No more commercial breaks. Here we go. Rock, earlier tonight, you were the victim of that beer bath. Stone Cold is determined. He's focused. And at WrestleMania, he wants one thing, and that's that championship.
Hey, there is but one man who's determined, and that's The Rock. Did you see The Rock's focus, The Rock's intensity? The Rock, 6 days, laying the smackdown on his bald monkey ass.
Well, I'll tell you what I did see. I saw a plan by Paul White backfire, a bit overzealous, cost you a match against Mankind.
Trust me, don't you eyeball The Rock. The Rock will come right up there and slap the taste out of your mouth just as soon as the day is long.
Hey, Stone Cold and The Rock join back and forth. Folks, this is the biggest match in the history of Raw. Austin, Big Show, live right here tonight.
Oh, look at this.
Mankind, the special guest referee.
It's the biggest show because it's The Rock show.
And we
The Rock is out here, the great one.
And look at the Big Show towering over Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It's the biggest against the baddest. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that!
The Big Show,
Let's see
7
you
feet
do
tall.
something, do
Here
something.
we go now. Austin, obviously the quicker of the two, going to work now on Paul White. Stone Cold, focused and determined. Oh,
Look at that.
strength
Look
by the
at that, right
500
there.
pounder. But again, Rock, Stone Cold with the quickness in his favor in this matchup. Paul White with the strength advantage, throws the rattlesnake into the corner.
You trust The Rock. You're looking at a man who's 10 times quicker, stronger than Stone Cold Steve Austin. Come WrestleMania, you're going to see exactly why The Rock is that, and he'll prove it.
Oh, man!
Paul White laying the smackdown, so to speak, on
Hey,
Stone
shut
Cold.
your mouth. There's only one man who's laid the smackdown.
What's the matter with you, you idiots?
Piece of trash.
And Paul White now the Big Show hammering away on Stone Cold
I
Steve Austin.
knew you'd get yourself in trouble out here, Michael Cole.
Rock, you see Mankind in the ring. Special guest referee for this one. You know, if he beats the Big Show at WrestleMania, those stripes may be on Mankind for your match against Austin.
You think The Rock could give 3 piles of monkey crap who the guest referee is? The Rock said it before and he'll say it again. He's taking Stone Cold out. Compliments of the great one.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
That big boot, it's a size 22. It's
Listen,
a throw at
listen,
Stone Cold.
listen to the Rock's fans chanting his name.
Low blow Austin, the rattlesnake now, taking advantage. Did you see that ring shake when Paul White hit it? And what? Paul White just kicked into the
Good for Austin. Good for Austin.
What about that idiot Mankind? He's
Paul White, shake your jewels off, Paul White. Get over there and get on his ass.
Hit him! Hit him!
King Rock, I've never seen anything as powerful as the Big Show. And Austin, finger to the eye. The rattlesnake. Texas ballroom style. And look at this. Paul White with two hands.
Wear him down. Wear him down.
And Mankind for a hug.
What in the living hell is that?
What about that? It's a conspiracy!
What kind of crap is that?
Did you see that, Mr. McMahon?
And wait a minute, Big Show going after the referee.
What kind of crap is that?
Big Show going after the ref. Stone Cold laying in wait.
He's behind you. Behind you.
Austin set the trap. What's he doing, King?
He's taking the turnbuckle off. That's illegal. That's an illegal move. You're damn right he's cheating.
Austin, right hands by the rattlesnake. Turnbuckle cover off. Paul White blocked it. Here's Austin now. Elbow, right hand.
Austin's looking pretty good.
Head first into that exposed turnbuckle.
Beautiful!
Austin was looking good. Actually, Rock says Austin sucks.
He might not suck come Sunday at WrestleMania on pay-per-view.
How about you get the Rock Bottom specials? Compliments of Rock's foot in your ass. Shut up, Michael Cole.
What an elbow.
Get on him. Get on him.
500 pounds of the Big Show into the sternum of Austin.
Did you see that elevation?
And here's the cover. There's two, and Austin somehow kicked out.
I don't think Mankind can catch him.
Come on, count fast, damn it.
Moron!
Rock, you gotta admit the odds are stacked a bit against Austin tonight. Not only Big Show,
You think the Rock can get... What's this?
Mankind with the right hand, and now Austin. Austin hammering away on the Big Show. Went for the stunner, and Paul.
Good.
Did you see that?
You should have landed him right on his head. Break his little narrow neck.
I'm telling you, Paul White is the man that cannot be stunned.
Stone Cold is 252 pounds, and Paul White lifts him up like a sack of potatoes.
I guess you don't notice the size difference, do you, moron?
And King Austin's now twice went for the stunner. I'm not too sure if Austin can even use the stunner on the Big Show.
But what Paul White can't use, Paul White could go use his big foot and go whoop his ass.
Well, we know one thing, Stone Cold can use the stunner on The Rock. We've seen that in the past.
Michael Cole, you are forcing The Rock to lay the smacketh down on your candy ass.
Don't come over here. I'm not going to protect you, you idiot.
Your mouth is getting sassy. The Rock is going to slap it.
I'm just trying to explain to the folks it's you and
You
Austin.
shut your mouth. This is The Rock Show right now. Ratings through the roof. The Great One is on commentary. Come on, Paul White.
Austin's in trouble, folks.
Look
The
at Paul.
Big Show, Paul White.
Paul White is bigger than two Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ooh!
The 7-foot, 500-pounder. And here comes the special guest referee doing a pretty good job out here.
What are you talking about? He's doing a good job. Mankind sucks as a referee. The Rock should be in there. We call it right down the middle.
Well, Mankind may be reffing your match Sunday, so you better get on his good side.
Oh, look at this. This is going to be beautiful.
Good.
The Big Show. Look at the strength of Paul White.
Good.
Oh, my God.
On his hand.
And flat out of that concrete floor. Austin dropped 8 feet onto a concrete floor.
Well, Paul White didn't throw him on his head, but The Rock will take that.
And look at the intensity of Mr. McMahon at ringside.
That's because he knows that the worst thing in the world would be for the Stone Cold Steve Austin to ever be champion again. The belt has to remain on The Rock.
You're damn right it does, and you're damn right that it will.
Yes.
So, Rock, is all this conspiracy business, this paranoia, are you through with that? Is Paul White on
Do
your
you not
side?
see the focus? Listen, they're chanting The Rock's name. Rocky, Rocky.
I think they're chanting Austin, Austin.
Slap him, Rock. Slap him.
Look at this M&M's Crispy double feature. The strength of the Big Show, Paul White.
Well, good for Austin. He should have done it twice.
King, I bet you to say that's inhuman.
What?
Paul White. And Austin counter. And Paul White it didn't even phase him. It didn't even phase the Big Show.
Wow.
The ring post.
Good for you.
I think that phased Austin, don't you, Rock?
You're damn right it did. Look at this piece of trash right in front of us, Mankind.
Mr. McMahon's got a problem with Mankind here.
We've all got problems with Mankind.
Wait a minute. Mankind with a chair.
That's a chair, damn it. Hey.
Mankind using force to get the Big Show back in the ring. Doing his job as a referee.
Oh, my gosh.
Good, good. Leave a mark in his chest.
What a
Leave a mark.
Mankind is threatening Paul White with that chair, and Paul White is showing no fear whatsoever.
I'll tell you, Rock, this Sunday night on pay-per-view, WrestleMania, the greatest title match in history, you and Austin for the
Damn
title.
right, The Rock and Austin this Sunday. The Rock will set records. The Rock will make history. You're damn right, The Rock, Austin, and to quote the phrase, no pun intended, it doesn't get any better than that. Listen, The Rock's fans chanting his name. Rocky, Rock, that's exactly what they're gonna do in Philly.
Wait a
How many
minute.
of them is it, Rock?
Wait a minute, Big
Millions,
Show.
eh?
He missed with the elbow.
Oh my God.
Here's Austin now. The rattlesnake. Helmet.
Come on, get up, Paul White.
The rattlesnake. Doing it Texas style. Austin. Austin with the momentum now. Here's a reversal now by the Big Show.
Yeah.
Austin in the rope.
Good,
Against Paul
good.
White.
Squeeze the life out of that puny body. That Stone Cold Jabroni.
Look how small Austin looks right now.
Don't bring it. No, don't.
Look at this bear hug by Paul White.
Don't ring it. Shut your mouth, Mankind. Squeeze him.
Austin hammering away.
Squeeze him.
The Big Show could break Austin's ribs, but Austin battles out. And here's the rattlesnake again.
Good, good.
Applying pressure to the small of the back.
If he breaks those ribs, they won't heal in 6 days. Squeeze him.
Right, they won't.
Squeeze him.
Squeeze him.
Even if he doesn't break those ribs, King, Austin may not be the same ever again.
Good.
Let alone in 6 days at Mania against The Rock.
Shut your mouth. The fans are chanting The Rock's name again.
Isn't it going to be a tainted victory if you defeated an Austin less than 100%?
Are you out of your ever-living mind, Michael Cole?
The Rock is going to pin his candy ass. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the breath out of him.
Austin can't even get a breath of air, King. There's one.
Finally,
If it goes down 3 times,
Ring
this
the
one's
bell,
over.
Jabroni.
I don't think Austin can
Ring
breathe.
the bell.
Wait a minute. Austin! Austin! Carried away! The rattlesnake strikes again! Right hand by Austin. Ducks underneath the right hand
Austin,
forearm. Another one. He's got Paul White down. Here's the cover now. There's 1, 2, and Paul White kicks out with authority.
Good, good.
But King Stone Cold did what he had to do.
Oh no! Oh no! Look at this!
This is elite. He's cheating.
Mankind, you idiot! Get
He
that
better
chair!
hit him with a... Oh!
Austin chased the back of the leg.
He's
Oh,
cheating.
no.
Damn it. Hey! Hey! No!
Austin trying to get the big tree off his feet. Look out! Austin went for Rock. Austin, stunner! 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 Cover! Austin defeated Paul White.
The Big Show's up! Look at him! He's up!
Stone Cold Austin has defeated Paul White.
He's up though! He just dumped Mankind out on his head!
And the Big Show's hot. He got up from the stunner. Paul White going after Mankind.
Look at the Rock! Look at the Rock!
Preview of WrestleMania. Austin and The Rock. Austin and The Rock in the ring. Paul White, Mankind outside. Austin's fatigued.
Yes!
Rock bottom.
Beautiful!
Rock bottom. Rock bottom.
And we are back live here on the road to WrestleMania. The Big Red Machine, who's already made his presence felt earlier tonight, with Raven and the Big Show on his way. And I dare guarantee you that big man means business.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 326 pounds, Kane!
Man, what a night it has been. The announcement that Shane McMahon has bought WCW right from under his father's nose. The fact that Mick Foley has returned and will officiate the McMahon Street Fight this Sunday at WrestleMania. The fact that Angle have been added as the 11th match for the WrestleMania extravaganza. And now this. He's got 16 staples in his head. But The Undertaker is here, and he's down here ready to fight just 6 days before WrestleMania on pay-per-view. Man, what an emotional night. vocabulary to describe the emotion that we have seen, we have felt here tonight on Raw.
That's because you're not as articulate as I am. Maybe one day you'll catch up to me.
Maybe. I'll work on it. What an ovation for the American Badass.
Snickers Cruncher presents WrestleMania. Snickers Cruncher. Hungry. Crunch this. WrestleMania will be live in just 6 days. This Sunday from the Reliant Astrodome in Houston, Texas. Exclusively on pay-per-view. Not bad, right?
Not bad.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Being accompanied by Deborah from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the World Wrestling Federation champion, The Rock!
The Rock and his manager, Deborah. Deborah, the wife of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And yes, indeed, before over 60,000 fans in the Reliant Astrodome this Sunday, it will be The Rock defending the most coveted prize in this business, the WWF title, against that Texas rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And what an ovation for The Rock, the #1 man in this business, because he's the WWF champion. But this one ain't gonna be pretty. This has got Slobber Knocker written all over it.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
We are in the midst of the biggest week, I would say, for all four of these men in this match in their collective careers, with WrestleMania just 6 days away. There ain't no doubt that Stone Cold and The Rock do not want to be partners here tonight, but they are, thanks to Mr. McMahon and the Commissioner William Regal of Course Hall in the act of fairness.
Everything is in the act of fairness, but I'll tell you what, I love the intensity in the ring right now. The Brothers of Destruction, 16 staples in the helm of The Undertaker, the natural intensity of Kane, the WWF champion, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Austin and The Rock said they'll try to coexist during the match, but when the match is over, all bets are off. And by God, they mean all bets are off.
Well, since all bets are off, that means right now all bets are on. I think you should pick up, JR. Which team do you think walks away tonight with the victory?
I don't see how you can pick against Kane and The Undertaker. At least they're on the same page. And Kane and The Rock, the WWF champion, are starting it out here, this tag team matchup. This is going to be an awesome contest. Four of the most popular men in the WWF. Arguably, four of the most popular men in the history of the WWF here in Cleveland tonight. And The Rock going airborne, almost beheading Kane, but Kane gets right back up, and Rock looking for the rock bottom, but here comes The Undertaker. And Kane, thunderous close now.
What I love about this match is The Rock and Austin have to coexist. They have to coexist because no one man on the face of the planet can fight both Kane and The Undertaker at the same time.
Kane knocking down The Rock, that big blood, and now Kane with a blatant choke. It's
Come on, quit choking.
none of these four are here for some sort of popularity contest. This is a very important matchup. You got to know that leaving WrestleMania, The Rock or Austin will be the WWF champion. And certainly Kane and The Undertaker have something to say about who will be the champion after that. They want in line. They want their opportunity. And they can send some serious messages here. Hard rights by the American Badass, The Undertaker. The Undertaker and Kane have isolated The Rock away from Stone Cold, Paul.
Away from Stone Cold, and more importantly, you gotta think that on The Undertaker's mind, every time he looks at anybody, he has to be seeing Triple H.
The Rock sending The Undertaker for the ride, misses a clothesline, and The Undertaker goes airborne. And there's a cover by Drew Prince, and The Rock got a shoulder runner-up, The Undertaker, 6'10 and a half, 330 pounds, showing his great athleticism, making the tag to his younger brother Kane, who's close to the 7-foot mark and around 330 pounds himself.
And notice the power of Kane. Notice, like a shark that smells blood, how he dissects his opponent, how he picks the Rock apart, how he smells the weakness and moves in for the kill.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like with Kane in that hardcore triple threat match? No rules, anything goes. Good grief, what an extravaganza Sunday. And Kane now, and The Undertaker trying to beat down The Rock, but The Rock's not going to stay down long. Double leg pick up with the spine buster, and The Rock in his corner needs to make the tag. And Austin doesn't, well, Austin will take the tag, but he doesn't look extremely involved. There's a tag right there. Maybe I was wrong. And Austin The Undertaker. These two big men hammering each other with their right hands, and The Undertaker gets the better of the situation. But Austin comes back, and Austin nailed Kane. But Undertaker taking Austin down, almost out of the Rattlesnake's boots. Stone Cold and The Rock, all the hype. It's almost over. Now, wait a minute. There's The Rock. Rock trying to put Kane off the apron. As Austin got the Irish hook to the corner by The Undertaker. And now Kane and The Rock are fighting on the outside. Austin taking that foot right to the face of the Undertaker. Luke Bass press. Piston-like right hands by the Rattlesnake. And Kane hammered Austin right in the back of the head. Again, The Rock and Kane on the outside, hammering each other.
Yeah, but more importantly on the inside, Austin is down and The Undertaker is standing over him. And The Undertaker knows how to take advantage of a situation.
The Undertaker picking Austin up and measuring him. And now the Rattlesnake helplessly up on the Undertaker's shoulder. But Austin able to kick free, looking for the stunner. And the Undertaker shooting Austin right into The Rock.
He got him by the throat!
Here, look, it could be a choke slam. Yes, it is a choke slam. The Undertaker just choke slammed the hell out of Austin. And Kane dropping The Rock right at our table. Face first. Oh, wait.
And The Undertaker's going for the last ride!
Wait a minute.
He's going for the last ride!
Triple H. Oh, that tear right to the back of The Undertaker's head. I thought Triple H was on vacation. And now Kane and the game on the outside. Austin's got the cover. Austin's got the cover. Stone Cold beats The Undertaker. Thanks to the game.
The Rock and Stone
The game with a low blow.
Austin.
Oh my God, look at The Undertaker's eyes. Can you imagine what The Undertaker's going to want to do to the game this Sunday at WrestleMania? There's going to be some serious hell to pay.
And now I think it's time for Triple H to take a vacation until either SmackDown or WrestleMania. He stopped off in Cleveland for just a moment to say hello.
As Triple H, imagine what he has done to the American Badass just 6 days before WrestleMania. Oh my God, there's going to be hell to pay. And Stone Cold,
Stone Cold's a lucky man, because if The Undertaker would have hit that last ride, in my personal opinion, he would have beaten Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, but that's not the way that it went down. And Stone Cold celebrating a victory here tonight. But is he celebrating in advance what he hopes to do this Sunday at WrestleMania on pay-per-view, and that is to once again become the WWF Champion. And I'll tell you, that was wait a minute. There's The Rock back in the ring. I don't think he'll be celebrating with Austin, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, you're wrong. In my opinion, you're dead wrong.
Oh, there's The Rock. Wait a minute. The Rock just gave the Stone Cold Stunner. The Stone Cold Steve Austin. You talk about shoving it in the Rattlesnake's face. The WWF Champion has just given Stone Cold's own finishing maneuver. And Deborah, Austin's wife, The Rock's manager, can't believe what she is seeing. And now The Rock calling for the cold beverage.
How personal? How personal can this get?
And now The Rock just gave Austin a beer to remember him by. The Rock just stunned Stone Cold Steve Austin. And by God, can you imagine what it's going to be like when Austin comes to? Can you imagine what it's going to be like this Sunday at WrestleMania? The biggest extravaganza in the history of the WWF. And that man, The Rock, has just shoved it. Foot and all down the gut of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And now the tip, the salute, the toast. My God.
This whole setup has been nothing but a bunch of from the start. Vince McMahon makes my wife The Rock's manager. The Rock gives Stone Cold Steve Austin the stunner. The Rock drinks Stone Cold Steve Austin's beer. That's more bottom line is, Kelly. And look at me, you I done told everybody the bottom line is Stone Cold Steve Austin needs to be the World Wrestling Federation champion. Stupid.
It's on now, boy. It's
John
on now.
Cena searching for
Where you
Brock
at?
Lesnar.
It's on.
Looking for me, come on!
Oh! And Cena's found Lesnar. And Cena and Brock Lesnar going at it in the back. Oh!
Brock Lesnar's too powerful for Cena.
Wait a minute! Oh! Angle with a 2x4 to the back of Lesnar.
Never, Brock! Never!
2x4 to those injured ribs of Brock Lesnar.
The advantage is swung to the champion Kurt Angle as he meets Lesnar Sunday at WrestleMania.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
We are back on SmackDown, and Carlito, well, he asked General Manager Theodore Long to put him back into action. He's in action, but he's in action against John Cena.
Well, exactly. Carlito didn't mean that when he said let him have a match here tonight on SmackDown.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the Caribbean, weighing in at 230 pounds, Carlito Caribbean Cool.
Plenty of history between Carlito and John Cena. In his debut here on SmackDown back in October, Carlito defeating John Cena for the United States Championship. And don't forget, Carlito was implicated in that stabbing of Cena at a Boston nightclub the same month.
Yeah, but I don't think that was the same John Cena that we've been seeing lately. Do you?
No, not at all.
Oh, man. Well, tonight, SmackDown is sponsored by the #1 stunner from Birdman Loves.
And by Sahara in theaters everywhere, April 8th, rated PG-13.
And by Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Coming soon. Can't wait for that. Well, they can't wait for this.
And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena.
The name of the song is The Time Is Now. And indeed, the time may be now for John Cena. Are we looking at the next WWE Champion? We'll find out at WrestleMania. John Cena has so much pent-up emotion, so much pent-up energy and rage since he hasn't been able to physically touch JBL over the past few weeks. You believe he's going to try to take it out on Carlito tonight?
Oh, I'm sure he is. This street thug has brought himself up from the gutter, but I think he's getting homesick, and JBL will send him right back there after WrestleMania.
And look at Carlito using the referee as a shield. Remember, John Cena cannot physically touch JBL. If he does before WrestleMania Sunday, he will lose his title opportunity at WrestleMania.
But it's all right for John Cena to touch Carlito right now, isn't it?
Of course, it's a sanctioned match.
Oh, no.
As this John Cena, Carlito looks like he wants nothing to do with an angry Cena tonight, who backs Carlito into the corner.
I'll tell you something, I got to agree with what JBL said earlier about Teddy Long.
What's that?
Well,
Get him back!
look at this.
Get him back!
And
Get him back!
lost a lot of respect for the decisions that Teddy Long makes here on SmackDown
How
tonight.
can you say that? Teddy Long's the one who made the decision that doesn't allow Cena to touch.
Because Teddy Long is prejudiced against Bradshaw. He's prejudiced against this kid in the ring right now.
Yeah, but how can you say he's prejudiced against Bradshaw? He made the ruling that Cena can't touch Bradshaw until WrestleMania. How much more fair do you want the guy to get?
Because, like, did you not hear Bradshaw? Huh? Clean your ears out, but then your head came in. Listen, Bradshaw said that Teddy Long did not want Teddy to be champion from the get-go.
Yeah, but John Cena wants Carlito. He caused that shoulder injury that knocked Carlito out of action for a number of months as John Cena's in pursuit.
look at
And here's Carlito. Kick to the back.
Stay on him, kid.
Left hand. And here comes John Cena with the right hands to Carlito. Carlito bouncing off the turnbuckle.
Right.
John Cena is focused.
A lot of pin-up frustration, a lot of aggression from John Cena.
Knee to the midsection, clubbing blow to the back of the head. John Cena rounding into forward as we head. Oh, look at the thumb to the eyes.
Desperate move from a desperate man.
Very desperate. Hey, he asked for this matchup. Sick and tired of doing Theodore Long's menial tasks. He wanted to get back in action, and this is what he gets.
Shoveling snow. What all that was dressing up like Elvis.
He deserved it. Tried to get Theodore Long fired from his job as GM.
Not a bad idea.
John Cena.
And actually, did Teddy Long even check to see if Carlito's really been medically cleared? Down he has.
Line. Carlito said he was clear. Carlito bounces off the turnbuckle.
No, let go of the hair, ref! Come on, let go of the hair!
To the intensity of the eyes of John Cena. Exploding across the ring with a shoulder tackle.
I'm telling you, JBL can't be liking this. What's next, Cole? That FU thing that he does?
I'd love to see it because Cena's pumping it up.
There
Wait a minute.
he is. Officers, that right there is the man who vandalized my limousine. They have a warrant for your arrest, John Cena. You may be a common street thug. They have a warrant for your arrest. You're going to jail. You're going to jail like you've never been there before. Handcuff him. I suggest you use a nightstick on him. He's a common piece of garbage. Mace him if you have to. Arrest him. Throw him below the jail.
What the hell goes on here on SmackDown, Michael?
What's the matter, Cena? All too familiar for you? You're going to jail, pal. You shouldn't have vandalized my car.
Can't believe this.
Get used to this. Get used to humiliation. I know you will post bail, but I know this. At WrestleMania, look at me, boy. At WrestleMania, it will be a lot more humiliating when you are forced to worship at the feet of a wrestling god. What do you think about that, Johnny? Huh? WrestleMania. WrestleMania.
Hey! JBL touched him! JBL touched him!
Cena's attacking JBL!
No, he isn't!
Arrest him! Arrest him! Hey! Nothing.
I will fight you! Come on!
You're going to jail.
Oh, come on! A cheap shot!
Self-defense! That was self-defense!
That's right. Cena resisted arrest. Sad when
Cena.
JBL has to do the cop's job.
Let me tell you in a language you would understand. You can't see me. Get used to worshiping at my feet. I am indeed a wrestling god. See you in 3 days, punk.
Sunday at WrestleMania, will JBL's historic reign continue, or will the championship finally change hands? Is the time now for John Cena Sunday?
to the city where it all started for The Rock. You see, Chicago is a very special place to The Rock. The Rock competed in his very first WrestleMania right here in this very building. But see, The Rock, he never admitted this, but that night, The Rock was nervous. The Rock was nervous, but he did something that defined the rest of his life. That night, this arena, first WrestleMania, The Rock decided to bring it. And on that night was the unofficial birth of Team Bring It. You see, The Rock brings it. The Rock's fans bring it. We're all on Team Bring It. Team Bring It isn't just some slogan. No, Team Bring It is a way of life. With Team Bring It, you knock down doors, you kick down walls, and anyone who tells you you can't, you take your fears, your insecurities, your worries, you roll them all up into a ball, you turn those some bitches sideways and stick them straight up their candy ass. When you're on Team Bring It, you go after your dreams. And recently, The Rock has had a dream of his own. And that dream was that he came down in the middle of this ring in front of all of you and he called out John Cena. The Rock calls out John Cena, his wannabe rap music hits. He saunters down that ramp in his bright rainbow shirts, coming out here looking like a homeless Power Ranger. John Cena gets in the ring and he says, "You can't see me." And The Rock says, "Oh yeah? You want to see something Vanilla Ice? Well, how about you see this?" The Rock's fist to his lips and his boot right to his ass. But then The Rock woke up. Dream is over. This is reality. John Cena, the reality is this. The Rock is here. The Great One is here. And The Rock ain't alone. The Rock is never alone. And The Rock means never alone. The Rock is with the millions of The Rock's fans. And to put it in words you can understand, John Cena, the People's Champ, is here.
And I stay under you fighting, cause I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you break down, slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Kid your boy hold weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. In any weather, I'm never better. Your boy's so hot, you never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your whole clan. Lay your ass down for the 3-second tag.
This is what I wanted. Rock, this is what I wanted. The Rock is finally back in a WWE ring. Oh, and not just back, man. The Rock is cooking like he never missed a snap. Snack down this, jabroni that. If you smell this, Rock, this is where you belong. And do you hear the people? Do you hear these people? Do you hear the millions chanting your name? Rock, years ago when I opened my mouth about you, I was one of the millions. I didn't know why you left. And I wanted you back for moments like this. Moments where there's not an empty seat in the house, because the power you have over people is undeniable. And if you don't believe me, look. If you don't believe me, listen. If you don't believe me, feel the electricity, the excitement that can be brought by only one man. And that man is you, Rock. I'm glad you came back. And man, when you came back, you were smoking. You even mentioned my name. It was like an honor, like a celebrity roast, like when The Rock makes fun of you, you're in. But I wanted to listen to what you had to say. And in the weeks following your presentations via satellite, I wanted to listen to what you had to say, because everything I said about you, Rock, everything had both meaning and merit. But I wanted to know, I'll get to that in a second, but I wanted to know what problem The Rock had with me. So what I did was I cut through the catchphrases, I overlooked the jokes we've all come to know and love to find out what problem The Rock had with me. There were lots of them. My color was wrong. You were offended by the way that I talked. Because I wasn't raised in a certain place, the type of music I listened to offended you. Oh, this one's a great one. Hustle, loyalty, and respect hot garbage, as you said. So apparently, The Rock had a problem with my moral code. And here is the kicker. This one surprised even me. My audience is kids. It is, Rock. And I'm damn proud of it. I'm damn proud of who I am, and I'm damn proud of what I've become. Now, if you have a legitimate gripe about me not working my tail to the bone to further this business, then we got something to talk about. If not, my friend, who in the hell are you? Who in the hell are you to judge me? Who in the hell are you to say I can or can't wear a certain color, talk a certain way, listen to a certain kind of music, chastise the way I live my life, or God forbid, the age of the people that watch this product that I love? If that's what it takes to be on Team Bring It Rock, you can keep your application. I don't want it. You see, every single week I walk down this ramp as myself. And there are some people that like it, and as you heard tonight, there are some people who don't. You know what I don't do? I don't try to change their mind because I am in no position to judge anyone. When this is all said and done, oh, I'm going to be judged, but I got news for you, great one. I ain't going to be judged by you.
Oh yeah, John Cena, you're right. The Rock ain't gonna judge you. There's only one man who judges you. The same one who judges The Rock. That's the good Lord himself. But you damn sure better realize that the good Lord can't save you from The Rock whooping your monkey ass all over Chicago.
You wanted me to address you like a man. I have said everything I have needed to say to your face like a man. You want to fight?
Awesome!
Really? 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 This is how it's going to be? Being upstaged by the O brothers, overhyped and overrated. See, in case you forgot, despite your little surprise last week, this past month, I've owned you. John Cena is going to lose at WrestleMania. But at least At least he'll go down swinging. John Cena will come for a fight. Unlike you, great one. See, Rocky? Rocky, I know something that nobody else knows. I know a secret. You are not going to do a thing tonight. Nothing. I've done my research. Your movies have grossed over $1.2 billion. Now, one of the biggest movie stars in the world is not going to risk getting beaten up and embarrassed by me. Because it's not a risk. It's a guarantee that if you even look at me funny, I will beat you so bad that you will not even be able to go into Hollywood or step foot anywhere else. I am the WWE champion. And I will still be champion after WrestleMania. So go ahead, Rock. Run your mouth all you want. Run your mouth like only The Rock can. Because in the end, I don't think you'll actually do anything. And you know why? Because I'm The Miz. And I'm awesome.
Miz, you should know by now, it doesn't matter what you think.
And Riley and Miz with a double team on The Rock. The WWE champion showing who's boss. And look at Rock trying to battle back. Here comes the great one. The Brahma Bull. And there goes Riley. And now the WWE champion and The Rock. Oh! The Rock DDT. Ladies and gentlemen, vintage Rock with a people's elbow. And there goes the champ. And here comes Cena. John Cena with Rock up top. John Cena. Attitude adjustment to The Rock. As the host of that event, and John Cena and The Miz as well. Things have gone to a whole new level. 6 nights until the explosion. 6 nights until the biggest night in entertainment.